Alrighty, hello everyone. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV Online. Where last time we made even more progress in the peaks. Where mainly the Empire themselves took out their own Imperial installation, the Specula Imperatoris. They used a massive cannon at Castrum, Abania to just knock out one of its own towers and just took out many, many of their own people along with ours. But I don't know. We're about to start our assault on Castrum, Abania. Let's get into it. Oh, and before they could fire any more shots, an Astinian shows up again with a new lance that he's calling Nidhogg, which I can only assume that he's using, like, parts from Nidhogg. But again, I don't know what parts, like, survived the fight. And he just one-shot the cannon. It seems like the cannon might be operational now, but we're not entirely sure. Again, we'll find out when we begin our assault on the Castrum. It's thanks to brave men and women like her that we still have a chance to win this war. It's good to see that even this deep within occupied territory, there are still those who would defy their oppressors. I tell you, some of these resistance folk can't see the forest for the trees. Ambushing the occasional Imperial patrol won't change a damn thing. Infiltrating their castrums and learning their secrets, on the other hand. Pants! The price of oh gosh, the price of freedom. I don't like that title. As usual, Alphino has a brilliant plan. We have that for which we came. All that remains is to make our preparations. Lise and her unit will make for our primary objective, the Fire Control Center. At the same time, we'll enter the Castrum by way of the ventilation ducts, whereupon we will proceed into the weapons research and create a diversion. If all goes to plan, our parties will subsequently converge, and together we will secure the cannon before finally notifying the Alliance that they are clear to attack. Sounds simple enough. I'll go and brief Nago on the details. The rest of you come with me. We'll need to deal with the Magitech patrols before we can infiltrate the Castrum. quickly and quietly, so as not to raise the alarm. He's hoping there aren't too many for us to handle. Almost there, friends. Your point of entry is just around the bend up ahead. The last patrol should be here any moment. Once you've dealt with them, we'll be clear to advance. Assuming they keep to their usual schedule, it might be prudent to stand watch for a moment after, just in case. By Ralgr, I knew you thought were good, but I never expected you to defeat them so swiftly. Shent is the finest warrior I know, and I should like to think we have learned something from our time in his company. Now, where's the entrance to the ducks? Right behind you. I mapped the branches so you should have no trouble reaching the hangars or any number of other places. Understood. Thank you again for your invaluable assistance. As discussed, Shent, we shall infiltrate the Castrum and cause as much chaos as possible. This will draw the Imperials away from Lise and her men, thereby allowing them to safely reach the fire control center. If there's nothing else, I'll return to the Resistance forces and show them to their entrance. May Ralgr guide you to victory. Thank you. This is your last chance to make your preparations, Shent. When you and yours are ready, we shall begin. Castrum Abania now accessible. The Alliance and the Resistance cannot suffer a repeat of the slaughter at Specula Imperatorus. As such, they will not march upon Castrum Abania until they can be certain the fortress's main cannon will not be brought to bear against them. With the aid of an Alliance contract in Rediada, you and your comrades have devised a plan to infiltrate the Castrum and seize control of the cannon. Several parties, including yours, will attempt to create a diversion inside the Castrum, thereby allowing Lise and her unit of Resistance fighters to proceed relatively unhindered to the Fire Control Center. Weapons research is to be your destination, and one can only imagine what manner of foes await you there. Let's join it. Average wait time 19 minutes. Okay. I shall forever cherish my memories of our travels together. Whenever I look back upon them, They will fill my heart with a serene happiness. You came from afar and braved the depths of the sea, all so that you might rescue a sleeping princess. The story has a familiar ring to it, does it not? Indeed, and just as with the tale of the fisherman, mayhap someone somewhere has a record of our story too. Sadly, this is where I must part ways with you. It is time for me to return to the palace. Farewell, Shant. Farewell, Sui no Sato. Or rather, until next time. With me to take Her Highness's place while she is away, I do not imagine it should be too hard for her to sneak out whenever she pleases. Even Shui Sai has difficulty telling us apart. All we need do is exchange clothes, and no one will be any the wiser. To prove my point, here's a quick test of you. Look very closely and tell me, am I Kurenai or am I Hisui? Kurenai? If you thought you could tell us apart by our clothes, you are mistaken. Just earlier we swapped garb, and I am in fact Hisui. What? Despite the numerous journeys we embarked on together, it seems even you cannot tell us apart. Hisui, let us leave it at that. I think perhaps we have teased Shant enough for one day. So it is Hisui. Just as you had guessed, I am the real Kurenai. You always were incredibly perceptive. I'm just reading your name tag. Now truly, this is where I must leave you. Life is a long and winding journey, and I'm certain our paths will cross once again in the future. Until then, I ask that you keep on smiling and maintain that wonderful disposition of yours. Fare thee well, my friend. Honestly, I don't even think this necklace is good anymore. Bye. Yeah, it's not. Ah, well. Oh, there's one that needs Houses of the Dead. Guess I could do this. I'll hold off for now, I suppose. Hooray, commence. Here we go. The price of freedom, huh? First boss. Magna Rotor. How do I get off of this? I don't know. Rig it. Well, there is treasure here. That's nice. Archer ring. Pass. Need to find Kryl. Gives intelligence. I'll need that. Priest Choker. Pass. Subject number 14 or 24? 24. Hostile presence detected. Engage arcane combat mode. Oh no. Mind up. Yeah, okay, I did hit the wrong one. I'm dumb. More loot. Fast. Dark Priest, yes, great. Or need it. Need it. Good. And now, wear it. There we go. Okay, what's this? Oh, what's this? Oh, God. Ew. Alright, down half. Oh god, I just double whammied myself. Can't believe I did that. Haha. Oh, hey. Yeah, got new pants. Except I didn't, because the pants I just got from here is worse than the pants I have on now. Huh. Okay. That's fine. I'm fine with this gear. It's fine. I don't want anything else or need anything else, you know?
Understood. We're on our way.
Well, here we go.
Lisa's unit should be advancing upon the fire control center in the command tower. Let us join them.
Hmm.
Lise! Thank the 12 you're all right.
And you. There's the control center. Let's hit them hard and fast. Ready?
They're here!
It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I gave the order to fire. It was over. The skulls had surrendered. No one else had to die. And you killed them. Your own people. Your own comrades.
You're right. I killed them. Ansfrid, Rudolf, Emlyn, all the rest. Trained and fought with every last one of them. Good soldiers to a man. I gave the order that led to their deaths. And I knew exactly what I was doing.
But why? Why would you do that?
They died so that all Alamegans could live free. That was all we ever wanted. We made a promise that we would do whatever it took, so that one day the Imperials would learn to accept us. But everything comes at a price. And if you haven't got the means to pay, then you pay with blood. Service guarantees citizenship, but citizenship guarantees naught. It's not enough to do your part, oh no. You have to run faster, fight harder, kill more and more and more, and only then will you be equal. That's just how it is out here in the provinces. You buy your freedom with blood. There is no other way.
Shut up! Shut your mouth! You don't get to talk about freedom. You killed your own. They trusted you, and you killed them. Murderer! Butcher! Traitor! Lise! Gotcha!
Alice! Oh no! Oh no 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 no!
I've already seen it. Alize! Even so, the odds are against me.
Yeah. Fuck you and your frickin' smoke bombs.
Coward! Get back here!
Hero! Lord Xenos invites you to join him for the royal hunt, to be hosted at the palace. You may bring your horde, if you like. All are welcome.
She'll be all right, but we'll need to carry her. Will you help me?
God damn it, don't scare me like that.
Thank you. Lise, I leave matters here in your hands.
Right.
Use their own cannon against them, damn it. Hey, Raban. Well done. That Our ice dam cannon won't be troubling us again. I'm told one of your comrades was injured during the operation. If there is aught we can do to help, pray do not hesitate to ask. Well, we did it. Castrum Abania belongs to us now. Now go and her people took Alizé to Radiata to receive treatment. Alphino tells me she'll make a full recovery. I know I should be happy. We won, and with minimal casualties. But somehow, it feels empty. We should report to General Dean. Krau wasn't here, but who knows. Maybe one of Raban's men found something which could lead us to her. Can't hurt to ask, anyway. Mount speed in the peaks has increased. Oh my gosh. Raban wishes to thank you for your service.
Gent, Commander Hext, fine work you did today. After Specula Imperatorus, we needed a resounding victory like this. Thanks to you, Auger's star yet burns bright.
I'm glad. I really am. But you should know that Alizé was injured in the fighting.
Regrettable, but I'm pleased to hear that she'll make a full recovery. Fordola's parting words, on the other hand, ring less favorably in my ears. But if Xenos wishes to invite us to his so-called royal hunt, then this bull would fain accept. What troubles you, Lys?
Oh, it's nothing really. Just that we're almost to the end, but we've still got to save Krau and do so much more.
We'll find her soon enough. Pippin has his best men scouring the Sanctum's archives as we speak. Listen, Lys. It will take time for us to fully occupy the Castrum and prepare to advance into the locks. While we wait, there is something I would like to show you. Both of you. After all, this may be the last chance we have to catch our breaths before the final push.
I don't see why not.
Now come with me to Radiata. From there, we'll need to follow another road south.
Oh, wrong one. Whoops. That's when we complete it. At least my mount speed's increased, so it is worth using a mount now. Bull's Bath. Cold Hearth. Do you have anything new? No. Okay. I don't think I know this village. It's so small.
Even after all these years, it's still the same. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You deserve a proper welcome. poor individual has yet to visit Cold Earth, and Sagar is growing concerned. You're one of those adventurers, aren't you? Travel this way and that, always helping folks? Well, I believe I speak for all of us when I say we need your help. I'm sure you've noticed, but we don't have much. The only reason we get by is a merchant who comes and sells us supplies. I say sell, but it's so cheap, you might as well give it away. Trouble is, without so much as a word, he suddenly stopped coming. I'd go and search for it myself, but anyone who could have kept watch while I'm gone has been conscripted to those damn Imperials. Would you try asking around Rodadia, if anyone's seen him? He always talked about going there, so I figure it's a good place to start. Hello, Mott. Cold Earth. Why would anyone sell their wares in that ghost town? No, thank you. Merchant traveling to Cold Hearth. Wait, that's the guy in league with the Imperials, isn't he? I think you mentioned I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, I've heard of him. His name's Franck. Some folks say he is doing those people a favor, but I think he's up to something. What am I looking at here? Oh, it's two sleeping chocobos. My gosh. I thought they were combined. I was like, what the heck am I looking at here? You asked me about Cold Hearth. I'd love to help, but the situation has gotten complicated, you see. The reason I was selling them so cheap is because someone else was footing the bill. Some Imperial soldier said he grew up there. He went to the Garleans willingly, if you can believe it. Then made him a watchman at one of their labor camps, and he's been funneling all his pay to me. Granted, I keep peddling my goods at Cold Hearth. Afraid his friends and family would refuse his gifts after turning his back on them. He got the smart idea of sending me up there, selling them whatever they need for next to nothing. Thing is, he hasn't contacted me in days. Shame too, on my next trip I was supposed to deliver this bottle of Arak. It's hard to come by nowadays, but he paid me good money to find it. Do you mind taking it there for me? As for this conversation, I'll leave it up to you whether or not you tell anyone. All things considered, I think you might have wanted someone to know. you find any sign of the merchant? He was paid to come here by an Imperial turncoat? They worked at a labor camp. No, it can't be. A bottle of Ark. My son said... He said someday we'd... Never mind about the merchant. Here. It's not much, but you deserve it. Thank you for this. Abania would share with you a story. Shent, Lise, I brought you both here for a reason. Lise is all the way over there. I don't think she can hear you. Okay, what's up?
I wanted to show you this house. My house.
You mean this is where you grew up?
Aye. Not much to look at, is it? Same could be said of the village. It was damn near impossible to live off the land, barren as it was, which is why so many of us traded our plowshares for swords. Swords and uniforms, mind. We became military men. Tensions were rising between Alamigo and the Empire, and there was always a need for more soldiers to watch the border. It was only a matter of time before the first skirmishes broke out. It's a frightening thing to face Magitech armor for the first time. But, after a lot of trial and error, I found ways to bring them down. After a few victories, people even said I had a knack for it. And then one day they hit us. Hard. I was wounded and sent home to recover. Back here.
Will you remain silent for fear of the Mad King's vengeance? Of his eyes and ears in the shadows and his knives in the dark? You, who call this living dishonor our nation. It is but a slow death. Liberty or death? Liberty or death? If this be your creed, then raise up your hands, raise up your voices. Together we will tear Theodoric from the throne. Together we will reclaim our freedom! Send you home to men, did they?
Aye, sir. Garlean's got the better of us. The chirurgeons say I'm healing well, so it won't be long now.
Liberty or death, is it? Tell me, soldier. What do you think those words mean?
We must needs be willing to die for liberty.
Spoken like a true patriot. But liberty should not be the end in of itself. Liberty is a chance to build something better. A stronger, more prosperous home for our people. It's not quick or easy work, and it is never truly finished. But if you neglect it, then sooner or later, you look up to find you've traded one tyrant for another.
Well, sir, I've never asked for much. Never wanted to live like a king, just wish it were a little bit easier is all. For me and everyone else. And I'm willing to die for that, if that's what it takes.
Dying is easy, soldier. Living is harder. Rest, mend. Regain your strength. You'll need it in the days to come. And mayhap one day we will need it too.
Conrad chose you as his successor, Lise, and I will not gainsay his decision. I have but one question to ask. Liberty or death? Those were Curtis's words and his creed. Will you swear by your father's creed before your comrades and the gods?
Liberty or death. That's all you can hope for in war. Father understood that. And you want to know if I do too. I swear to you, here and now, I will fight until the end. Be it liberty or be it death. But the freedom we win must be for every Alamegan, even ones like Fordola, though they may hate us, and the Enanta, though they may fear us. We'll fight, and we'll talk, and we'll find a way to make it work for all of us. Compared to all that, retaking our home will seem like the easy part.
A good oath. And there is naught else to say. You are indeed your father's daughter.
Liberty or death? Has it really been 20 years since he wrote those words? Even a blind man could see that Lise wasn't herself. Not that I don't understand. To be thrust into a position of authority under such circumstances, to be made responsible for the living of lives of so many, it isn't easy. And when you see your friend get cut down before your eyes, it only gets harder. I wager she thought Alizé was dead for a moment back there. 'Tis one thing to risk your life for a cause, but to risk that of another is a burden no soldier is ever truly ready to shoulder. The fear, the guilt, it weighs on her, and that's good. It will make her a better commander. But first she needs to learn to carry it, to not let it break her, to remember that some causes are worth fighting for. Liberty or death. Her father's words gave me strength once. Mayhap they'll do the same for her now. Right then, I think I've said enough. Two of you can head back. I mean to stay a bit longer. I understand. He's been away for a long time, and he probably wants to be alone for a while. Let's head back to Radiata. Wait. Am I the only one who feels like I'm being watched? I don't know if it's Imperials or bandits, but I know there's more than one of them. Let's split up. You head northwest, and I'll head northeast. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so.
Suspicious youth. Someone else, he's seen us. Sod it. Dead's as good as alive to the Imperials. They attacked you too, didn't they? I had no choice. The Alamegan, not having conscripts, by the look of them, barely adults. In fact, some of their faces look familiar. Wait, I remember. They're from Radiata. They must have seen us when we were looking for Stark. Probably thought the Imperials would reward them if they captured or killed... Oh, gods, Alizé and Alphino could be in danger too. We have to get back to Radiata and find Nago. What's all this about? You two look like ready to fight. We were ambushed by the villagers outside of Radiata, and thought they might try to attack you too. Are you alright? We're fine. The twins are at Stark's. Alizé was asleep last I checked. I'm sorry, did you say you were ambushed by villagers, not soldiers? Did they not see that what we just did to Castrum Abania? God's damn fools. Lise, Shent, we overheard you talking. The ones that attacked you, they were young, less than 20 summers. I thought so. It's always the young ones, the ones who had only ever known the occupation. They're the ones you've got to look out for. See, the only decent work to be found in Radiata is for the Imperials, and everyone knows it. Children grow up knowing it. They had it pounded into their skulls that the best they can hope for is to serve an Imperial. Bloody fools, and everything they've seen us accomplish, they ought to be begging to fight for the Resistance, not against us. They've been living in the shadow of a Castrum their whole lives. A few victories won't change that. You get some who can't wait to spit in soldiers' eyes, but they get beaten for the trouble, or worse. Even so. And the ones that don't fight back, but refuse to beg, well, they just starve. Beat the dog that bites his master's hand, and ignore the dog that refuses to do his bidding, see? In the end, the ones that learn to abide are the ones that survive. Now, you may say that it's all about to change, and I believe you. Many here do. But a young man or woman who grew up only knowing what he knows has got every reason to doubt. Remember that. Do what you have to, if it comes to it, but remember that. The sooner we liberate Alamigo and bring an end to the occupation, the better. Only then can we show these youths that things do not have to be this way. Only then will they know what it means to live free. We're going to build a new home for ourselves. Together. A better home than they've ever known. Hooray! I've been thinking, if Alizé needs more time to heal, maybe we should move her to Ralger's Reach. She can receive much better care there, after all. Our infirmary is probably the best place for her, short of sending her to Gridania. Indeed, and given what Mistress Woad has told us, I would rather she did not remain here. Then it's settled.
Naga, go and see about getting us a carriage and an escort. Alphino, you should get your sister ready for the journey. Shant, would you mind going on ahead and telling Orella that we're on our way? I want a bed waiting for Alize when she arrives. Thanks. Must seem strange to see me drawing out Nori, but not half as strange as it feels to do it, let me tell you. Do you require assistance? Very well. We'll make ready to receive the patient at once. Give me a hand, would you? There, all crisp and freshly laundered. We're here. Is everything in order? Right, we're bringing her in. Honestly, Alphino, you needn't have gone to all this trouble. What can I say? It seems a good way to discourage you from limping off back to battle when my back was turned. Listen to Oriella, please. You need your rest. I know. Any news of Kryl? She'll be cross if you make her wait too long. As will I. A chilling prospect indeed. I'll find her sister, and I'll fight twice as hard for both of us. They're good together. When they're not at each other's throats. I miss that feeling. Shen, I have a favor to ask. Would you mind waiting outside for me? I won't be a moment.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. Well, what do you think? I know it's a bit old-fashioned, but in a traditional sort of way, Ida wore it whenever she could.
It's pretty.
Not that I'm pretending to be her or anything. Not again. It's just... if this is the last battle we fight to free Alamigo, then she ought to be a part of it.
Oh, I like that. It suits you still. Looks nice.
It's nice of you to say so. And a bit embarrassing. But mostly nice.
You're welcome.
Anyway, the real reason I asked you here was to sneak in a warm-up before the final battle. There's this place I know where monks used to spar as part of their training. Care to join me?
Sure. Oh, we're going on the hand. Oh, like from the opening. Aw, that's all we get. Alright, that's fine. Maybe we got a little carried away. But you have to admit, that was fun. Thank you, Shent. You're the best kind of friend. The kind that's not afraid to knock some sense into you. Achievement unlocked, cheek to cheek. Okay. Whoa. Everyone's coming together. Lisa's feeling relaxed and refreshed. Now that Alizé is settling in, it's time we rejoin the fight. Though, actually, maybe you and Alphino should go on ahead without me. I need to talk strategy with the officers, and that might take a while. This is the first time I've visited Rocco's Reach since taking over from Comrade. So we have a few things to discuss. Don't worry, I won't be far behind. I should have been there with you to the end, if only I had been so reckless. Ah, there you are. What was it that Lise wanted with you? A sparring match on the Destroyer's very palm. I would like to have seen that. But she is right. We have lingered here long enough, and I am ready to depart when you are. Take care, you two. Don't do anything I wouldn't. And you had better not rise from that bed until you're given express permission to do so. Your Aunt Jay will be paying you a visit soon, and he is already worried enough as it is. We have a long road ahead of us. Lead the way, Shent. God, I still have to make the long journey back. Although I can fly now, so this isn't nearly as long as before. I just, for whatever reason, can't fly where I last was, in Ralger's Reach. Pippin? You are returned. How fares your sister, Alphino? Her rapier wit remains undulled, for better or for worse. Have there been any developments in our absence? I am proud to say that Castrum Abania is now wholly under our control. At present, we are taking stock of the enemy's supplies and redistributing them amongst our men. Also, while shifting through the officer's documents, we learned that a unit of skulls under Fodola's command passed through the Castrum en route to the capital, with a single prisoner in their custody. Krile. It has to be her. In all likelihood, yes. You will be glad to hear that the tunnel leading to the locks has been secured by our soldiers and is now safe for travel. And one final piece of good news. Reinforcements from all 4 Alliance nations have arrived and joined the main host, which has established a new base of operations within the locks. Commander Hext would be arriving soon, yes? When she does, we will call a meeting to discuss the final stage of Rhalgr's Beacon. Sorry for keeping you all waiting. An Alamegan folk dress? How very fitting. And well-fitting, I might add. I wanted to do something for Ida and myself. This is it. The last push. We're coming, Krile. Here we go. The locks, eh? Ready to see what the locks look like. Yes, I'm ready for the wide sweeping shots. Oh.
I remember my father's words. How they rang in my ears as we left Castrum Abania behind and looked out over the locks before us. Comrades brave and true. They had come from all across Eorzea to stand with us. To stand against oppression and tyranny.
Ayy.
20 years the Empire had ruled us, but no longer. Liberty or death. Liberty or death.
Ere we begin, I would say to you as a proud son of Alamigo that I am grateful to each and every one of you for your part in this endeavor. Now, to the heart of the matter. The enemy appears content to remain within the city walls and await the inevitable siege. Open conflict has been sporadic thus far. Whether Xenos is biding his time until reinforcements arrive, or attempting to bait us into a trap, none can say. We know better than to trust his word.
Regardless, we can ill afford to present Garlemald with a chance to ready her legions. It would be in our best interest to press for a swift resolution.
A long siege wouldn't be good for the people in the city either. If food becomes scarce, you know who'll starve first.
Just so. Therefore, I propose we commit our forces to an all-out assault. What say you? Twould seem we are of one mind. Then let us proceed to the how of it. The Immortal Flames will form the vanguard, supported by the archers and the conjurers of the Order of the Twin Adder, under the Elder Seedseer's command. Once the main host has cleared a path to the walls, we will bring forward the artillery of the Maelstrom and the Temple Knights. I would have your cannons pound the gates and punch a hole right through the middle of their defenses.
What about the resistance?
Your part will be to occupy the residential district and keep civilians out of harm's way. The people are more like to trust their own.
Of course. You can count on us.
Remember that there is a second entrance to the city proper there. If all goes to plan, we will have secured 2 points of entry. Once both objectives are complete, we press on into the city, surround the palace, and hunt down Xenos. As for the Scions, you will be held in reserve as an irregular unit until we have more intelligence on your captured comrade. Kryle's rescue will be your primary concern, but I dare say we'll find a use for you once her freedom has been secured.
Hell yeah. Thancred's around the area, so...
I pray we find her quickly.
Ralga's beacon nears its end. Soon, my friends, Alamico will be ours once more.
So many lives lost, so much bloodshed, but it will not be in vain. And no small feat, but we brought with us the main battery from the Triumph. We should look forward to the show. Yeah, that sounds like it'll be very, very fun indeed. Oh my gosh. Battle for Castrum Abania was brutal, but the one for Alamico will be unlike any we have ever known. Aimric! Lucia! It's been a while. He'll under watch will keep Ishgard safe in my absence. You know I would not miss this for the world, my friend. Although I have briefed our officers on Garlean tactics and Magitech design, I cannot say with confidence it will be of much use. Xenos has employed unorthodox strategies before, and I know little of these new prototypes. Most of Alamegans in the residential district are on, so I doubt we'll have to deal with many Imperial sympathizers. Cotter built those walls to give shelter to his brothers and sisters, and our people's freedom rests on us tearing them down. The stage is set and the players are assembled. Yosi has come at last to drive the invaders from her lands. What would Grandfather say if he were with us here today? Alphonse remains concerned about his dear friend. For all of our accomplishments, Cryo remains in the hands of our enemy, and I find myself wondering if I could have done more. Though we know now that she was taken to the city, we have found nothing which might tell us where she is being held. You know, you could just ask me. Thancred, what have you learned?
I shall spare you the particulars of my infiltration and simply state that I have seen her with my own eyes. She's being held within the residential district south of the city proper. I tracked her to the ruins of an old temple of the Fist of Ralgar, within which the Imperials have constructed a research facility. A research facility? What manner of research? Why, methods to imbue Garleans with the power to manipulate Aether, in pursuit of which goal their scientists have, I'm sorry to report, performed many questionable experiments on living subjects. What? Calm down, Alphino. We've already been tasked with securing Alamegan Quarter. This just gives us a reason to do it faster. I entered and exited the facility by stowing aboard Imperial transports, but that method is not suitable for a larger force, and it goes without saying that a direct assault on the rather substantial main gates would be ill-advised. I think I might know someone who can help. One of my men, he had an idea about how to get into the city. Actually, it might be best if I let him explain it himself. It's been a while. I'll not take offense if you don't remember. Might even be glad to. Alagana, am I right? Aye. Wiskar's the name. I was raised in the peaks, but my mom grew up in the city. Any route. I reckon we can get inside the Alamegan Quarter by way of Loch Seld. What? How? It was a story my mum told us, which made me think of it. She was always going on about what life was like when she was a girl, see? How they used to have to boil the water from the well before they could drink it, since it was full of salt. They were drawing salt water from the lochs, which would mean that there must be an underwater tunnel or something. Aye, that's it. But it won't be as simple as going for a swim. The well was closed, see? Apparently Thaedric decided one day he wanted to control the water supply and forbade water trading. So even if you come up through it, you'll find yourself on the wrong side of a locked gate. At the time, my grandfather, being an enterprising sort, befriended a god and lifted the key from his belt. He made a copy and carried on selling water until the Imperials invaded, and he ended up working in the saltery. In short, we need your grandfather's key, assuming he still has it. I'm certain he does, and I can take you to him, but it'll be dangerous. Don't you worry about it. We're used to dangerous. Nago, Arnvald will assemble a squadron while the rest of us go and get that key. Let's get that key. Oh. Let's not waste any more time. Time then, shall we? My mum said Granddad kept the key at him at all times as a lucky charm. If he hasn't got it, then, well... Then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Ready, Shent? We may have to deal with a few Imperial patrols or worse. Hey, Lucian! How you doing? Hold on, Krell. We're coming. Had I judged it possible to rescue her myself, I would have. But there were too many gods, too many ways it could have ended badly. I knew at once I would need your help. Proceed! How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh, wow. It's daytime now. The Salter is not far. Follow me! Eating a potato you remembered you had? Nice. I hope it's tasty. What kind of potato is it? Is it just a regular potato? here, but this isn't right. Where is everyone? Word of the Alliance events has surely reached their ears. Maybe they have sought refuge elsewhere. We should search the buildings for clues. Barrel appears to have recently been filled with fish packed in salt. Someone was hard at work until less than a week ago. Pot is filled to the rim with salt from the locks. Crumbling masonry appears to have lain undisturbed for some time. Weird device. Enter to survive suddenly springs to life, flashing brightly and emitting a shrill sound. It's a trap! Alright, which one of you triggered the obvious trap? Sorry, Thancred. On your head, Magitech drones approaching. It's a trap! Maybe half a dozen. Shan't keep Wishkar alive, would you? Oh god, no. Something else we could do with some help. Where is he? I don't know where he is. Away with you. Oh god. Whiskar, why are you going into this? I thought I was supposed to make sure you didn't get in a fight. Then where were we? Ah yes, looking for clues as to the whereabouts of our key. Tattered diary. Wake of the ambush, you find a diary belonging to a laborer. The last entry makes mention of a plan to take shelter in the Sali Monastery. The Sali Monastery? That's to the south. I'll lead the way. Not after that ambush, you won't. It's too dangerous. Shent will follow you. I'm going to assume it's that. Keep your eyes peeled for more Magitech. Everyone hug the wall. We're gonna avoid fights if we can help it. Of course, we're not opening up more of the map. Why would we? Monastery's just past that gate. Keep going. Doesn't look like it's looking this way. God. What the frick? Something tall, dark, and imperial appears to be blocking the entrance. God damn it! I don't think there's a way around. We'll just have to go through them. Look, I think those two devices are shield generators. I'll keep the machine occupied, Shen. Be a good chap and destroy the generators before it rips my head off. Can do, will do, bud. Alright. Don't be getting up after that. Now let's find our man. This is it. This is the monastery. They have to be around here somewhere. Okay. Down in the cellar. Smell an aether current in my area. What? What? It's me, Whiskar, your grandson. Whiskar? By Walger, is that really you? I don't know what he looks like or sounds like. Oh, it's good to see you alive and well, lad. But who are these other ones? The Resistance, Granddad, and my comrades in arms. She told you all about me thumbing my nose at the Mad King, did she? Dapsods never caught me, neither. It wasn't much, but it was my way of rebelling against his rule. Glad to see you've got higher aspirations. Here, make our family proud. I will. I swear. Rolger as my witness. Yeah, thumbs up. And I just unlocked this little bit of area. I guess I should look for aether currents in my area, huh? I kind of got absorbed a bit in the story. Quick Levin? The heck's a Quick Levin? Give me a second. Quick Levin.
As a special weather condition. Okay. It's all the information it gives. It's a special weather condition. Good to know. Thanks, game. I appreciate it. I was worried when he wasn't in the Sultry, but we found him in the end. Now that we've got the key, it's time to find that underwater tunnel. I want to decline, actually, real quick. We should go. Armvald and the others are waiting. The revolutionary spirit runs in the family, I see. I'll make him proud. I'll make them all proud. You're gonna die, probably. If I were 10 years younger, but I'm not. Look after my grandson. Alright, maybe you won't. Alright. Complete. Still no good. I'll take more materia. Ooh, a gift. Lisa's in the mood for a swim. We'll need to dive into the lock and look for a tunnel leading beneath the residential district. That should be no problem for Shetmi, thanks to the Kojin's blessing, but for the rest of you... I'll have you know that I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. I think I bet it best that I support Monago and Armvald's unit. Oh right, you can't swim. I am aware of that, thank you. But it is neither here nor there, given that I lack both the Kojin's blessing and Thancred's preternatural lung capacity. Right, of course. I didn't mean anything by it. Nothing at all. So, Shent, Thancred, and me, let's head to the water's edge. Alphino and Whiskar can rejoin the others and wait outside the gates for us to let them in. Banana, banana, banana. Now look for Aether as I continue on our way to the east. To the east, to the east. To the northeast. I'm wondering if it's gonna be there. I'm thinking it is. Oh, what the frick? Faux bad. Or maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong. Probably need to be up here for that, huh? Probably not down here. I don't really see it. Alright, it's gonna be up there on the top part, looks like. Alright, we'll just go up then. Ah, there's some stairs, nice. I think about it. Let me look here. Aether currents in the lock. So there's 3 more out in the field and then 5 by quests. Got it. Yep, there it is. To the southeast now. Crap. Nah, I won't be able to do that. Nah. Till I get mount speed up, it just feels faster if I'm just running. And the doors are closed to me. Maybe they're open over here. Ha ha ha. Nah. However, we got these. Better? An adventure. I need your aid in saving the souls of the dead. Pray excuse me, this sounded more dramatic than I intended. My name is Betha, by the way. You have probably heard how the Empire took great pains to quash the religions of this land, for fear of the appearance of primals. But the Imperials even went so far as to forbid the harmless ceremonies folk performed to honor their fallen. As a result, the locks are now haunted by a host of restless shades who were denied their last rites. Sadly, brute force is the only way to banish them. I spend such spare time as I have sending these spirits on to the next world, but there is only so much one woman can do. Any aid you could offer would be greatly appreciated. You'll find many an unquiet spectre roaming the tombs to the northeast. Pray send them to their final rest.
Lieutenant Abetta, you are well known for your deeds as a soldier. On this day, however, I would call upon your broad experiences as an adventurer. As for the situation at hand, it would seem that part of our patrol route has been claimed as territory by a fearsome zoo nestling. Yet we cannot simply choose to circumvent the area, lest we risk providing an unobserved entry point for Imperial scouts. My men and I will gladly go toe-to-toe with any military opponent, but nothing in our training has prepared us to combat a foe which can soar through the ravines and swoop down upon us with impunity. My comrades here almost lost an arm to such an attack, and I fear it is only a matter of time ere the creature makes a kill, unless you kill it first. The nestling surveys its domain from a narrow pillar of rock to the northeast. Pray find this predator and end the threat to our patrols. Oh. Dang, okay, nice. I'm glad I came here for that as well, then. Frick is a Kiwa? What the frick am I looking at? The bug? Is it a lizard? Yes? Nah, it's a bug. Alright. Man, some of these animals are just kind of gnarly looking. Yes, this will be felt, adventurer. When this land was yet under the yoke of the Empire, my own father lost his life in the fight for freedom. But although our conquerors permitted me to build him a gravestone, they would not allow me to perform his final rites as the teachings of the Fist of Rauga demand. It was later that I heard how a ghastly apparition was seen floating near his grave. I should have performed the ceremony, and the Empire's laws be damned. I should have had more courage, but I was so afraid to die. Ashamed at the cowardice I showed then, I began seeking out other shades and specters to put to rest. The seemingly unending path, and I thank you for walking even a few steps of the way alongside me. The next thing is slain, then. I knew I had chosen the right man for the job. I'm grateful you came along before any lives were lost to that monstrous bird. You have our thanks. The Ruiner? What? Oh, it's a statue? Was a statue? I don't know. Oh. It is a broken statue. You'll be surprised what skills an urchin can pick up in a city of pirates. A knack for selling fine leather waistcoats being one. This looks like as good a place as any. You're right. Ah, you're on Jay. You dive into the briny deep. You're on Jay. What are you doing here? Master Alphino informed me of your plan, and thus did I hasten to your side. When Mr. Salazar unfolded to me the tale of her defeat, I was much intrigued by the apparent ease with which Fordola, a theretofore unexceptional warrior, defied my lady's every attempt to do her harm. After some few days of deliberation, I subsequently contrived what I believed to be a solution to the problem of her preternatural prescience. 'Twas in hopes of furnishing you with the fruits of my labor that I came. What do you come up with? Wait, isn't that Moonbraiders? Her etheric siphon formed the basis for my design. Should my hypothesis prove correct, you need but activate it in her presence. To say more would endanger the plan, for ignorance is your shield. Okay. It was Moonbreeder's time. It is not yours, my friends. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, and return. We will. For you and for her. Right, I'm going in. Follow me.
Okay, control space. There we go. My gosh. I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, I kind of see what I'm looking at. What the frick? This is neat looking. Just ruins underneath here. Okay, I am moving faster with a mount, even though I don't know how this works. The tunnel leads east. Thancred's already gone ahead. Let's not keep him waiting. Yeah, he can't really wait behind for very long. Unlike us, he has a limited lung capacity. When I reach the dungeon, holler. Okay. Thank you. The Alamegan Quarter. Oh. Tunnel was much longer than I anticipated. I would rather not make the trip again if it's all the same to you. Whew, that was fun. Yes, tremendous fun. Who needs a beastman's blessing anyway? I still can't believe you managed to hold your breath the entire time. It felt like we were down there for hours. Anyway, it's time we let our friends in. Once we head up the stairs, we'll need to make our way to the main gates, which are somewhere to the west of here? Forgive me for not stating the obvious, but it bears repeating that until we open the gates, we three are on our own. It would be in our best interest to avoid guards and easily startled small folk. Obviously, but once our guests have arrived, we'll be free to head towards the research facility where trial being held as loudly as we like. Since you've been there before, will you lead the way? Of course, but I will move quickly, so see that you do not fall behind. Nothing left to say then. Let's get to it. Yeah, much longer than anticipated. Alright. I'll set Shent. Proceed. I can't speak. Follow my lead. Stay close and quiet. Wait, patrol. Let them pass. I'm just gonna put my nose on the wall and wait until Thancred says we're good. All clear. With me! Sentry, get to cover. I'll deal with him. None the wiser. Let us press on. I am curious what happens if I just run forward and start blitzing our way through. Will it just end there? Or will Thancred say anything? Shan't look for a lever or a winch. We'll guard the rear. Hell is open, heavens weep. Alphino, can you hear me? The gates are open. Our friends are ready and eager to engage the Imperials. Let us leave them to it and head for the facility.
Remember the towers. Attack! Surgeons here. Sound the alarm! The Resonatorium is just ahead. No, we're coming. Make ready, my friends. I reckon you thought would come, but I didn't think you'd have the nerve to break the bloody doors down. Makes no difference to me, though. Time to die. Oh, yeah? I got a cool little device. Use the etheric siphon to weaken Feldor and defeat her in battle.
I can read your every move.
Yes, my head. The pain. It's working. Strike her now while she's weak.
Out of my way.
Pay for that. Keep at it. We almost have her.
How could I lose? I'll cut you to pieces.
Doesn't matter if I can just take it away from you. Yes here, yes now, yes us. Give us back our friend.
No. Not after everything. I cannot lose. I will not.
Oh, but you will! Without your tricks, you're nothing! Conrad, Mefrit, your own comrades! I should kill you here and now for what you did! But there's no place for that kind of justice here. Not in my Alamigo.
Oh, how very bloody noble of you. Why, you'll pardon me my sins, will you? After you and your freedom fighters come and tear down everything we've worked so hard to build? We were fighting for our people's freedom.
You're slaves to a tyrant! There's no freedom in that!
Now, my friend!
Thancred, which one? Which one, Thancred? Kryl, please be alright. Please be alright.
Croyle.
Alphina? I knew you'd come.
Oh.
Touching as this moment is, it will have to wait. We should rejoin the main force at once. Lise!
I'm taking her back with us, alive. She's going to answer for what she's done.
Okay. Tie her up.
Listen to you. Talking like you've already won. Xenos is gonna tear you apart. He commands a power echoing that of the Icons.
What are you talking about?
The hunt, you stupid cow. I'm talking about the hunt. He said you'd come, and here you are, his willing prey. You and your friends are dead, just like mine. And all our misery, all our sacrifice, it was all for naught!
No! You're gonna live long enough to see us win our freedom. I promise you that.
Hell yeah.
May I live 1,000 years.
Interrogations can wait. Let us be off.
Save once more by your Jay's ingenuity. I look forward to learning why it was so imperative that we remain ignorant of the device's precise function. Actually, yeah, why? What? They use the machines to keep me in a torpor for much of the time. I fear I'm still recovering from their effects, but I will be fine. I will. What a relief to have finally found her. Though our greatest challenge yet lies ahead of us. On the eve of this final battle, I find myself overcome with joy. We could not have saved her without everyone's help. Thancred, Lys, Jan Jay, and of course you. But yes, there is still much and more to be done. I should be very interested to learn the meaning of Fordola's ominous words, for one. Oh, Scion Rogue's bandana! So we get Thancred's bandana. Okay, cool. Oh, I'll take this, I guess, the materia. Hello, Elian. How are you? Alphonse is a man with one less worry on his mind. I'm doing alright. How are you doing? Lys has gone to deliver Feldola into the custody of the Alliance, leaving Minago and her men to hold the residential district and stand ready. Once the Alliance has breached the main gates and commenced their assault, the Resistance forces will push through the entrance here and join the fray. In that case, I'll remain here. My search for Kral took me into the city proper, and my familiarity with their defenses may prove useful to the Resistance. Understood. I shall instruct Arnvald and his unit to render support as well. They were tasked with securing the Aetheryte, as I recall. With me, Shent. Oh, there's my Aether Current. It's my last one for just out in the field. Now it's just up to quests. So I'm guessing the Alamegan Corridor will give me another 2, and then I'll get the last one for doing the dungeon. Because I really don't want to. Well met, Traveler. I am happy with my setup as is. It is far, far too early to celebrate. Xenos is not finished with us yet. Alphano. This Aetheryte is perhaps the most strategically important landmark here, as it can serve as a gateway for attuned troops with sufficient anima. Such tactics are not without their risks, however. Were the Imperials to discover that the Aetheryte was being used in such a fashion, they might turn their artillery upon us, destroying the beacon and the better part of the district, at the cost of countless civilian lives. I don't know what had become of Arnvald and the others after I was taken. It's such a relief to see them hale and hearty. Kral is safe and Alamegan Quarter secure. We could not have hoped for a better outcome. Okay, we're good here. And we will continue on. What time is it? 7:30? I got 30 minutes before I have to call it. Gods, Kral, it's good to see you. I feared the worst. It wasn't your fault. You saved me, all of you. Thank you. We'll be departing shortly for Porta Praetoria to rejoin the main host. Arnvald, I would have your unit remain here with Thancred, that you might support the Resistance troops in the coming battle. Understood. We won't let you down. I trust you will refrain from doing anything I would not. We are both far too young to die. Right. No noble sacrifices. Got it. Shent, Kral, let us be off then. Where am I going? Where are we going?
Oh, back to the main area. Okay.
Ah, the heroes of the hour. Not content with securing the residential district, you gifted me an Imperial commander. What are you after, a medal?
The work is its own reward, General. I must say, however, that Fordola's claims were not a little disturbing. What manner of power could Xenos have acquired that might equal an icon?
Might she speak of our missing Omega?
Oh.
Very possibly. The Empire's fondness for comparable Allagan technologies is exceedingly well documented. Have we made any progress with our own investigation?
Yeah, what's Sid come up with?
None. The search goes on in earnest, but Sid has thus far found nothing of note. Mayhap the Garleans beat us to it. If they were working desperately to repair the machine, that might explain their decision to remain within their walls.
Ah, Lise. I trust you surrendered Fordola into custody without incident. We were just discussing the pilot's claims.
About Xenos and his newfound powers. She hasn't said a word on the subject since we rescued Cryle, even when the interrogator asked nicely.
Mayhap I can offer some insight into her claims, or at least into the facility and the experiments they conducted during my time there. Though my memories of the period are somewhat muddled, there are a few things I remember with painful clarity.
Thancred told us only that Fordola had undergone some manner of treatment.
Yes. It is a place wholly dedicated to the creation of enhanced beings, whom they refer to as the Resonant. As I understand it, the process aims to imbue a test subject with the qualities of an individual with demonstrated magical aptitude. This entails the mechanical extraction and transfusion of some manner of primordial essence.
So that's how Fordola improved so fast. I knew there had to be something. She wasn't half as strong or quick to predict my attacks when we first met. If it weren't for Oriange's siphon thingy, I really don't think we'd have beaten her.
My
Oh,
humble
hi.
scheme asked far more in the execution than it required in the conception, I do assure thee.
Oh, you've got to stop doing that.
In calling upon Lady Alice after her defeat, I was most intrigued to learn of the apparent effortlessness with which Fordula countered her attacks. 'Twas as if she knew the blade's destination ere its journey began. Most impressive feat under any circumstances, but an almost miraculous one when considered in the context of Fordola's unfamiliarity with my lady's arts. How then could she so perfectly predict an unknown opponent's every move? After much deliberation, I surmise that Fordola may be possessed of a preternatural ability to divine meaning from the fluctuations of an individual's ether and to instinctively react. To employ a metaphor, one might say that she was attuned to the whispers of my Lady Alice's soul.
Wait, have you not just described a manifestation of the Echo?
I had no conclusive proof. The available anecdotal evidence suggested only that Fordola was uncommonly sensitive to etheric fluctuations, and 'twas this which led me to develop my stratagem. I would fashion a device with the capacity to generate a massive disruption in the surrounding ether. If, as I suspected, Fordola's senses were indeed questing for the most minor of oscillations, The shock of exposure to a more amplitudinous etheric waveform would be akin to a debilitating bout of ether sickness.
How ingenious. I note that the success of your plan hinged on your device's wielder remaining ignorant of its purpose, lest Fordola divine your intent.
Indeed so, Master Alphino. All things considered, 'twas a most fortuitous outcome.
You know what? Fair enough.
That's putting it mildly. In any event, if Urianger is correct, that would mean these Resonant have been granted the power of the Echo via artificial means. A sobering thought, to say the least, and one which makes me wonder what else Xenos has in store.
Whatever the Viceroy's newfound powers, I know of none better equipped to face him. And face him you must, for there is now but one path forward, and it leads straight to Alamigo.
And it's not as if we came unprepared. We've got all our friends and allies fighting for the same thing. Honestly, right now, I feel like we could take on anyone and win. And I mean anyone.
Nevertheless, let's us proceed with all due caution.
Well, no one's saying we shouldn't be cautious. So maybe I was getting a bit carried away. Right, I'd best get back to the residential district. Thancred and the
Sorry,
resistance forces are
Liz.
waiting.
It is time we join the main host. Kryl, in light of your recent ordeal, might I suggest that you remain with the rearguard for now?
Oh, if you insist. Just this once.
Oh, Kryl. If I may, General, is there aught Shent and I can do to assist with final preparations? Glad you asked. Pippin informed me moments ago that all forces are in position and that we are ready to commence the assault. Naught remains but to notify the Alliance commanders. If you no objection, I should be glad to have you do the honors, Shent. You were instrumental to the success of Operation Archon. You helped bring an end to the Dragon Song War. You are a hero to the people and a symbol of hope. So I might judge it as an empty gesture, a worst, a waste of your talents, but I know and it would mean much to everyone here. What? Why? Oh, wow. I'm trapped. Okay. Amric, we're ready. Now you should be the one to bring me word. By the Fury, it is good to see you, my friend. You who stood with us in our direst hour will ever be an inspiration to my countrymen and to me. Though Ishgard's debt can never be repaid, it is my hope that our deeds this day shall go some small way to redressing the balance. Ladies? All is ready. Very well. Though many will fall in the coming battle, how many more shall know liberty for their sacrifice? There is a time for peace and a time for war. Even the matron understands this. We who have received of hers and the elemental's blessings go now to stand for Eorzea and her children. It's time then. Though this is not my theater of choice, we will play our part. Our cannons care not either way. That battery has sunk enough ships to fill a fleet. 'Tis not like to be bested by a gate. Alright, let's do it! Rabound! It is done then? Thank you, Shent, for humoring an old bull. Rabble, 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 rabble.
Maelstrom Adder and Ishgardian forces are in position, General. Resistance forces in the Alamegan corridor are ready and await our signal. Not left to do but the deed itself. Whoa. It is time, I think. Ruben has a personal favor to ask you. Right then, I must go to my men. I shall be leading the first charge through the breach. Then we shall head to the front. Pippin has command of an artillery unit outside the gate. He'll not be hard to find. Ah, before you go, I have a final favor to ask. Give this to my son. He will understand. Lieutenant Dorothy needs a soldier who knows how to swim. Lieutenant, I better presume I've spoken with members of the Science, and if I may be so bold as to ask, is it true you learned some of the Far Eastern techniques to move underwater as freely as a fish? This is not an exaggeration. Incredible. Would you be willing to put that ability to use for us? If so, I have an agent stationed underneath those towering steps by the lock who would dearly love to speak with you. Okay, you shouldn't, are you? The famous soldier and adventurer? Might be that I'm asking about my station, but I could use your help with a bit of a problem. I've been tasked with rounding up a couple of nasty wavekin, and I have to admit to the fact that they are too much for me to handle. For a hero like you, however, I suspect they'd be not more than a spot of light exercise before breakfast. Have you seen those monstrous yabbies crawling around south of the White Isle? I have some large hemp sacks you can use to drag them back here. Just be sure to tire them out a bit beforehand. Any fight left in them and they'll rip right through the sack with those spiky tails of theirs. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get to the dungeon today, Lucian. I'm sorry to say. Ah, Lieutenant had better. Lieutenant Dorothy said you might be on your way. Ready to get your boots wet, are you? I should probably begin from the beginning. One of the soldiers we captured during the Battle of Abania was concealing a map on his person. The map was marked with a curious symbol. No matter how hard we cajoled or threatened, the prisoner would not tell us the symbol's significance. This naturally piqued the curiosity of our commanders, and they immediately ordered for the search of the marked area. Now, the problem is that the area mostly covers the water, and we found nothing of interest up above, meaning this secret, whatever it is, must be down below. We were eager indeed to enlist someone with your apparent talent for underwater exploration. I've circled the spot on your map that we'd like you to investigate. If it turns out to be something you can bring back, pray do so. Be careful down there. Anything of interest? An Imperial supply crate found sunk in the waters of the Loch Seld. This looks like an Imperial material crate. I doubt anyone would bother sinking ordinary supplies, so I say we take a look inside. This breath of things filled to the brim with jewels and gems. From what I can tell, these all seem to be Abanian design. In fact, I'd say this collection is of damn near royal quality. Bottom of the oak is not where I chose to keep such valuables, so it's safe to assume they were acquired in less than honest fashion. Our prisoner likely hoped to hide them down there until his stint in the army was over. Rebuilding a country is an expensive job, eh? Alamigo's royal family is no more, but we should return these to our citizens nonetheless. Thank you for braving those waters, Lieutenant Abeder. Pray report to Lieutenant Dorothy, and I'll see that this crate is transported safely back to headquarters. Welcome back, Lieutenant Abeder. Was there aught to be found? A fortune in stolen jewelry, was it? That explains the prisoner's unwillingness to share. My agent explained we will see to it that those valuables are returned to Alamigo's coffers. Thank you, Lieutenant Abeder. This will go a long way to helping the nation recover from the ravages of war. Were you able to capture those yabbies for me? An enormous sack filled with an ill-tempered yabby. Oh, these are some lively nippers. I'd best get them in a pen before they tear their way free. It's a good thing they're ill-tempered, though. Why is that, you ask? Well, just between you and me, we're planning on using the yabbies as a secret weapon to disrupt Imperial military camps. I'd love to see the look on the Garlean officers' faces to find one of these beauties running wild in his command tent. Thank you, Shent. I was growing tired of sewing up the holes in those gigantic sacks. Pippin! I have a thing for you. Twould seem our position here is secure. Shent, Afno? What's that you've got there? One can only imagine what this bulky package contains. Here you go, Pippin. By the 12, this is Tizona. The Blow of Alamiga, legendary sword, forged from 2 cursed blades. The sword is a symbol of everything my father fought to achieve, proclaimed on the blood sands, and with a fortunate glory, his flames consumed the unworthy, but by fire was he reborn. That he should bequeath it to me now, to carry on his legacy. Well, I should endeavor to deserve it, but I'll be damned if this is his final battle. Once we begin, there will be no respite until it is over. Are you ready, my friends? Very well. Brace yourselves. This should be quite a Vice Marshal! Vice Marshal! Imperial units approaching from the north! Aiming to destroy artillery, are they? How many? Total numbers unconfirmed. At least 1 squadron, but sir, they're wolfmen. Frey Domite. Bloody hells. That's all we need. Call up the Bloodsworn. Tell them to make ready. Marshal Torpin, wait. These wolfmen of whom you speak hail from Doma. They were coerced into fighting for the Empire, spirited away to a foreign land and told that if they disobeyed, the lives of their kin would be forfeit. But their homeland has been liberated. They have no reason to continue serving their imperial masters. Ere you engage them in battle, I beseech you, grant us a moment to go and attempt to convince them to lay down their arms. I am loath to gift our enemy more time to prepare, but if there is a chance that this conflict might be avoided, I suppose we must take it. Good then, but be quick. We will, Vice Marshal. With me, Shent. The heck's the hunt train? We'll wait here for the Lupin to arrive. Steel yourself, my friend. Though I hope to resolve this without resorting to violence, it would seem wise to prepare for the worst. They come, Shent. You clear the road. Honorable warriors of Doma, my name is Alphina Levier, and I come before you now with news of great import. Silence, boy, you stand upon a battlefield. Be gone or be cut down. Doma is free. Lord Hien has returned and driven Yosetsu and the Imperials from your lands. We were there. We helped him. There is no need for you to fight for Xenos. It's a massive group of players slapping all the A and S ranks in an X-Pack for about 15 minutes. Ooh. Lord Hien is dead and you are a liar. What could a boy such as you do against Magitech? Throw stones and spit curses. Invoke my lord's name again at your peril. We will suffer no falsehoods. I speak only the truth. Put up your weapons, I beg of you. Let us speak as friends and not shed blood in vain. If your claims were true, we would gladly sheathe our blades and embrace as brothers. But since they must surely be false, we will be traitors to accept. Our lives and those of our loved ones forfeit. Words are air. You'll prove the truth of your tale on the battlefield or die in dishonor. Yay. Oh gosh. Alright.
For the House of Levier!
You are no strangers to battle, that much is plain. I am the White. I am Hakuro, and I will be your opponent. Have at you! Till I am satisfied, we shall fight on. Give me your all! On your guard, his strength far exceeds that of his brethren. Woohoo! Cower before the wind. Can I hide from the moonlight? Whoa! That was neat.
So it comes to this!
So be it. Moonstone Carbuncle, come! Stand within Carbuncle's wards. They will grant you strength. God damn it. Oh, okay. enough. You're every bit of the warriors you claim to be. You fought with honor and restraint. You could have killed my men and perhaps even me, but you did not. For this I thank you. Warriors brave and true, I pray you tell us of the battle for Doma's liberation. We should be glad to do so. Lord Hien returned. Such joy this news brings us. But for Lord Gosetsu to perish in the keep's collapse, to be taken from us by such treachery, there is no justice. Ice forward, Haruko. He wished for no better death. You know him well. Aye. He will not suffer us to mourn with so much undone, and so we will not. Duty comes before all. Lupin shall know of Doma's liberation, and your part in it. When you breach the gates, we shall turn on the Imperials as one. With fang and claw shall we rip open the throats of our masters. This the White swears. Thank you. When our war is ended, I am certain that your Lord will help us to return you all to Doma. Such a curious thing, destiny. To see us meet with friends of Lord Hien in this distant corner of the world. But we shall not keep you. Your day is not yet done. Come, let us not keep our comrades waiting. We have a nation to liberate. Oh my gosh. Do it.
Ah, you are returned. Were your negotiations with the Wolfmen successful?
The one they called the White was receptive to our words once we told him of Doma's liberation. They withdrew behind the walls to inform their brethren. If the gods are good, no blood shall be shed between our peoples this day.
Hear, hear. Now, I think it's time we did something about those gates. Thaumaturges, forward! Give me hellfire! Give me Ifrit's bloody inferno!
Oh my gosh, Pippin. Oh. Oh.
Now give me a curse and winter! Enough ice and snow to bury a behemoth!
Ah, I see.
All cannons! Fire at will! Let no man say we neglected to knock!
What the? There it is.
That armor! We nearly had it!
But wait! Hey! He's here!
Is that...
It's Ian! I think that is sufficient knocking true.
Brothers and sisters, Doma has come to pay her debts.
Hell yeah!
Lord Hien!
I just want him to jump for the bird and cut open the door. I just want that. Give it to me.
Freedom and justice!
He cut down the magic tech, now cut down the door.
You heard the man.
Ah, well.
Resume firing.
This is fine as well. Break it open! Alright, we're in.
We're through. The way is clear.
Ah, that was good. I like that. I like that a lot. Now I can't wait to see how they bring me crashing down. Pippin, impeccable timing, those domans. Come, comrades. The enemy's gate is down. Forward! At long last, the end is in sight. Frick it, let's do it. If you're still willing to do the dungeon, I'm still willing to do it as well, Lucian. If you're willing. The battle for Alamigo is at hand. All forces are to be ordered to advance into the city proper. Shent, Alphino, may I ask you to be part of the first charge? 'Twould be our honor. I will join them. As but another soldier. Yeah? Okay. The command of the flames I leave in your capable hands, Pippin. I don't suppose we could come along too? Lise! Arnvald! Nago and the others told me to go with you, Shent, to bring Xenos to account. For everyone. But there is a trial after the dungeon? I'm Alamigan too, in case anyone's forgotten. My place is in the thick of it. I got carried away because that was so good. And it doesn't get thicker than where you'll be. Fine, I'll put it on hold. I'll play tomorrow. So I'll start up around the same time tomorrow. So around 4 or 5 my time, Central Standard Time, I'll start this again. So if you're able to, Lucian, around that time, then we'll do it then. Gosh darn it. I do need to get ready for work though. I do. Gosh darn it. Alamigo now accessible. Can you hear Xenos? Alright, thank you for being here, though. I appreciate it, and I'm sorry. Will do? Okay. Alright. So I'll pick this up then tomorrow. Tomorrow. Alright. I really gotta go, though. I gotta go now. It's 8:11. Thank you, Lucian, for being here. And for being here tomorrow. I appreciate it. Thank you all. And yeah, besides that, I don't think anything else totes upon you. Aw. Thank you. I appreciate it. What time did he say? Let's try around 4:30, 5 o'clock Central Standard Time. Around that time. That way it'll give me a minute to get ready and everything. So, if that's okay. 4:30, 5 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Will that work for you? Will that be okay? Okay. Okay, good. Alrighty. So then, until tomorrow, where we will fight for the liberation of Alamigo, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your evening, and I'll see you then. Goodbye, everybody.